If you're not already convinced to start developing responsive, let me give you a couple more reasons to do so. The mobile market is exploding right now. In just the last few years, growth on people using mobile devices is really incredible, and this number continues to change every single day. It is predicted by the end of 2014 there'll actually be more mobile devices than the total population of the world, which seems like an incredible amount of people that are going to be accessing content via mobile devices. Currently, 91% of the adult US population now owns some kind of cell phone. 56 of those people have a smartphone. So more than half the population is now currently using a smartphone. And that number has increased by 10% since 2012 and almost, 10% since 2011. So it really is growing at a very, very fast rate. As of January 2013, 26% of American adults own an e-reader and 31% of American adults own a tablet computer. 67% of cell phone owners find themselves checking their phone for messages, alerts, calls, even when they don't really notice their phone ringing or vibrating. 44% of cell phone owners have actually slept with their phone next to their bed because they wanted to make sure that they didn't miss any calls or text messages or any updates during the middle of the night. 29% of cell owners describe their cell phone as something they can't imagine living without. As of April 2012, 55% of adult cell owners use the internet on their mobile phones. That was nearly double from 3 years prior. 31% of current cell internet users say that they mostly go online using their cell phones and they don't use other devices like desktop or laptop computers. So mostly they're using their cell phone to access online content. That's 31% of adult users. 55% of cell phone owners say that they use their phones to go online. 77% of cell internet users say that they experience slow download speeds, and that prevents things from loading as quickly as they would like. Of those people that are accessing the internet via their cell phone, 46% face slow download speeds weekly or even more frequently. 74% of consumers are going to wait for 5 seconds for a web page to load on their mobile device before they abandon the site. That's a pretty high statistic right there. 46% of consumers are unlikely to return to a mobile site if it didn't work properly during their last visit. So you have almost half a chance of getting it right the very first time, and if it doesn't work the very first time, you might not ever get another chance. 71% of mobile users expect web pages to load almost as quickly or faster as web pages on their desktop computers. These statistics alone should convince you to make sure that your site is going to work well on a mobile device. 24% of US tablet owners use their tablets to shop 2 or 3 times a month, and 20% use them to shop more than once a week, and 12% of us are using them to shop every single day. Again, those are pretty large percentages, and they're growing constantly. Mobile internet usage is projected to take over desktop internet usage by the end of 2014. So, in summary, every single day, the number of devices, platforms, browsers, everything that we need to work with our website is growing. Responsive web design represents a fundamental shift in how we build our websites for the next decade to come at least.